Alright, hello everybody. Today we're going to be installing an RGB rear fan, the NZXT F120 RGB Duo. We're going to be installing the back fan, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to change it up because they had no lighting. And also we're going to be adding a NZXT internal USB hub, okay? Because it comes with only two USBs. If you look at the board right here, okay, let me just get you some lighting. If you look at the board right here, okay, there's two USBs, okay, and they're occupied. So we're going to disconnect one. We're going to plug it into here, okay, and this is going to plug into there, okay, and then it's going to free us up 4 extra USBs, and we're going to use that for the Strimer Plus V2 hub, which is the 24-pin plug that lights up, okay, and we're going to be installing that too, okay, and I'm going to try to do the cable management, and we're going to also use our new screwdriver. I saw it online. It looked pretty cool, and this screwdriver comes with all the bits that you need, okay, and the whole casing is magnetized, okay, so it holds the bit, and it goes in here, and see, has forward, reverse with the lighting, okay? It's meant for precise. I know I can use a regular screwdriver, but I mean, in today's day and age, people being lazy, might as well join them. Okay, so anyway, let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by removing the rear fan, okay? And also, before removing the rear fan, let's disconnect the rear fan from the board. So we're going to look through the back. So I'm going to move this over. Sucks when you have no room. Okay. Okay, and if you look in the back here where they routed everything, you can see the wire from the rear fan is going here. You see this wire? And they snake the wire right behind the power box, and it's connected to here into one of the hubs, okay? But before doing that, we're going to disconnect the PC. We already powered off the PC. We're going to disconnect it, and by disconnecting the main plug, and we're going to hit the power plug on top, okay? You're going to hold it for a few seconds. That's just to drain all the power out of the whole board, okay? And before touching the computer, always good to wear sneakers and touch something ground before touching the PC, so you don't have any static electricity hitting it, okay? Alright, so we're going to get our screwdriver, and we need I think that's a Phillips head, okay? So we're going to use a Phillips head. So and since it's magnetized, we put the screws here. See?
Ooh, that's cool.
See, we keep the screws there so we don't lose it. So I'm going to go to the bottom one. Okay. There's two. So this comes like this. See? So it gives us more room to work in. Okay?
That looks
So
messy.
we said that the fan is connected here, so we're going to disconnect this fan, okay? This is the fan module and RGB module from NZXT. We're not going to plug in the RGB to the hub because you can see right now that the hub is fully occupied, okay, except for the power, okay, not the RGB. The RGB, there's no RGB left, so we're going to plug in the RGB through the board. All right, so that being said, we're going to snake this out. Hopefully, let's take this off too. You don't need this. Take this, push this down. Okay, take that off. Get this out of the way. So we have more room. And let's see what they did over here. So we have room to. Hopefully, they didn't screw us with the way they ran this. They probably did. Yeah, geniuses. We're gonna have to move the power block. Alright, so let's get to the back. All right, so we removed the bolts for the power block, okay, and we took the wire out. Okay, this is the power wire for the fan, okay. So now we're gonna go and turn this around. Before putting in the screws, I'm gonna run the wires first. So I'm gonna leave that loose, okay. We're gonna move this around.
I'm gonna start taking off the fan. Let's remove the fan. Come on, this side.
Recording. Got it? All right, so we're gonna remove the fan in the back, okay?
Okay.
You got it? So now we're gonna remove the fan, and we're gonna snake out the wire too. All right. So that's the fan. Now, if you notice, let's see if there's an arrow. There's no arrow. So anyway. The fans usually, I think, this is an exhaust fan, so the air has to be blown out. So it's usually the frame has to be facing back. That's where the air blows out. So this sucks in and it blows out. So open, suck in, and the frame blows out, okay?
Can I try spinning?
Yeah, try. Good. Cool, right?
I like spinning.
All right, so now I'm going to put that aside, and we're going to open up the
NZXT.
NZXT.
F120. I don't know what that says.
Same size.
Ooh, pretty.
Fan same size. There you go.
How come this one looks a bit different from the other one?
Okay. All right. So this is going to be the exhaust. All right, we're going to run the cables in this way, so we're going to make sure we have it all out that way, okay?
And we're going to do... Take that off. Okay. And there's one of the screws. So there's these screws. Okay, these are going to put back onto the fan on the fan. Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to run it like so. I'm going to do it this way. Okay. I'm going to grab the screw.
What are you going to do with the old one?
Old screws?
No, the old fan.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Okay, now we'll tighten them up. Come on this side, show them doing what's this. Now, we're gonna grab these wires.
Run these wires one by one.
Okay.
To the back.
What does NZXT stand for?
Good question. I have no idea.
It's maybe,
Maybe somebody could put that in the comments.
yeah.
Alright, let's go in the back. Let's take this wire out.
I think NZXT is the name of like, you know, like you know how people just make a name up for their products and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so we ran the control module behind the power block like they had it before, okay? And we're gonna plug that at the number one, where the other one was plugged into, fan 1, okay? So I'm gonna plug into that, all right? So, and this one right here is gonna go back outside to the board, and we're gonna plug that into the RGB port, okay? And let's leave it that. And I'm gonna also bolt this back on, the power block back on, because we don't need it loose anymore. And that's that, and we'll do cable management later on, okay? All right, so we're also going to install the USB hub, okay? And I was thinking about putting this in the back, actually on the bottom. And the USB, the hub, if I'm not mistaken.
Bruh.
Alright, so this is the USB hub that it came with, okay? And what's cool about this is magnetized, okay? So where I'm planning on putting this is closer to the SAT port, because we need an SAT port, so I'm going to leave it over here. And whatever we need USB, we could just connect to it right away, okay? The rest of the hubs I'm going to put behind this is a hard drive case, which we don't need because we have all M.2s in there, okay? Alright, and that's it. Let me just see which one. I think the blue, this one right here, the blue one is where it connects to the board.
That's purple.
Purple, sorry. Good catch. Okay, purple. And let's see, this connects to, okay, you can see it only goes in one way. So it connects like this.
Okay.
Alright. And we're going to put that here. Actually, before we're doing that, I see that we have a SATA port right here.
Plug it into
Right?
there.
Yes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use this so we don't bend the wires too much. So I'm going to plug this in here like so. Okay.
Yes.
And then we're going to put this down. But before doing that,
You have too many wires.
yeah, I
in
know.
there.
We'll do cable management later. So we're just gonna separate one like that and put this back on. And we're gonna put this like that for now. And this one's gonna plug into here like this.
Okay.
See? So that was a spare port. It's gonna go in here, all right, and it's gonna give us our power for the USBs. Now this USB is gonna connect it to the board up front. Let me just save this because we might need this for cable management. So I'm gonna leave this all over here like this. Okay, I'm gonna bring this outside to the board, and the ones that we have at the board we're gonna bring back in here. So we're gonna have to turn this back around. So this is going to be the RGB we're going to tap into. So let's see, RGB 1 or RGB 2, doesn't matter to me. So we're going to tap into 1. I really don't like because it's white. Oh, it doesn't matter, we have a black and white, so it doesn't matter. And this is just, let's see, USB 1 and USB 2. So we're going to unplug one. See right here?
Yeah.
We're going to unplug one of these. Okay? And we're going to tap that into the USB hub. Okay, and put the USB hub into this one. So let me see there it is. That goes over here. Stay right there. And
Okay.
I'm gonna run this out like this. Okay. See it? And this is gonna connect into our hub like this. See? Nice and nice.
Yes.
You see? All right. So that's going to take care of our hub issue. Our USB issue. Our lack of USB issue. And let's see. So what did I say? I said this is going to go here. So let me see where this is. Let's go right here. My fingers here. Okay. So we're going to grab this. And this is going to plug into one of these bad boys. So we're going to do... There you go. See? Right there. And I'm going to grab the wire. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the back, right here. Alright, and this is the USB for the RGB, and this is for the power. So we got the power from the hub, and the RGB power from the board. Okay. So this is plugged into our hub here, and now we have to use one of our ports, the hub, to plug in the one we just disconnected. So this is gonna go like this. Make sure, let's see. Okay, so this is the cable manager we did right now. You can see that that's the RGB power that goes to the motherboard. Then that's the power for the fan, which we snuck it down into the hub, the fan hub. And the USB hub, we plugged in the USB hub into the motherboard, which is this one, and whatever was occupying the motherboard, we plugged it into this one. Okay, now we have 3 more ports we can use, which we're going to use for the 3 bottom fans we're going to install later on, and also the cable that lights up the hub we need to install on here. And as the SATA cable, we plugged in to this side. Okay, we had an open free port on this side, so we plugged into here. Now we have one more over here, SATA cable, which we're going to need 2. So I have a SATA cable splitter, and I'm going to plug it over here, and this is where we're going to put the 2 ports on this side, the 2 hubs for the RGB, the 3 fans on the bottom, and for the cable fans. Alright, so that's how it came out. So it looks pretty good. Okay, we put everything nice and neat. Alright, so let's see what they gave us for the cable. Alright, so we have a hub, which we're going to connect to now, because I want to button up the back. Alright, there's a hub and the actual Lian cable. Okay, which is just an extension, which I heard, so that's going to be installed too, so we'll install that. Okay, so I put the power ribbon on, which was very easy to do. You had to disconnect the 24 pin, okay, and you're going to connect it on the back of this ribbon. It's just an extension, and you run it through and plug it back in. You run it through, so it looks like that, and you can see it through the glass right there. See through the glass? It's run through the glass. You see the name brand right there. Okay, and I didn't wire it up yet. I'm just showing you all the slack we got. This is the slack we got from it. So this is where it comes in. This is where it comes in, and this is all the slack. So we're going to take care of that too. All right. This is where I put the hub. It's magnetized, so you can just put the hub here, and I connected the hub into the SATA port, the dual SATA port, the splitter. Okay, because the other one we're going to use for the RGB for the bottom fans, and this. We plugged in the USB plug to it, and that's going to connect into our USB hub. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Okay, so that's the final. See the hubs right there? That's the Lian hub. Okay, we're in the wires. Okay, this is where the extension is. I'm going to close that up. That's it. I'm going to button it up and we're going to turn it on. Alright, I buttoned it all up together. And let's turn this on and see how it looks.
Yeah, boy!
All the fans look like they're working good. Loading up. This is the other cable that came with the Lian hub. It's either USB or directly to the motherboard. I went to USB. Okay, so let me just turn it on. Okay. There she is. My son likes it all white, so I programmed it to be all white. Looks good, guys. It wasn't that hard. Just take your time, run the wires, put the wires in properly, and it all works out good. Looks great. My next wires are going to be for the graphics card. 4090 graphics card, and also the bottom fans I'm going to install. It's going to look unbelievable. Okay, looks great, guys. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Please subscribe and follow my son at rjustin2011 at Twitch for gameplay. Okay, thank you, and that's it. Looks great.
Posse.